the cold areas of the country, it becomes important, especially in winters, to let the sunlight in. Quilts, etc., are kept out in the open so that they receive the sun treatment. The sun must beat down on them. The tap of the sun removes a lot of impurities. That is tapas. Feel the heat. Feel the heat.
Still I am not getting it.
You know where the heat is. You know where the sun is. Face it. There are many ailments for which you require heat treatment or you require exposure to UV rays emitters. What do? You just bring yourself to the heat emitter and stand in front of it naked. You allow the heat to bake you, roast you. Cleanse you. There was a man who once had a few microbes, little germs, bacteria, such things on his skin. The doctor told him that sunlight kills these germs or at least makes them run away. The germs overheard the doctor's advice. So when the man was gleefully returning to his house and preparing to try the heat treatment, the tapas, the germs said, you know what? The heat would do bad things to us, but the heat would do bad things to you as well. Remember that you have not been exposed to sunlight since long. And we live in a tender part of your body, which is usually not exposed to harshness, to harsh sun. If you will subject us to heat, you would be subjecting yourself as well to the heat, because you and we are very closely associated, attached now. And not only the two of us are very closely attached now, it is some very weak part of you, some very tender part of you that is attached to us. You could even say that it is your weakness that is attached to us. So do not try what the doctor just advised. We will suffer, but you too will suffer. So declared the germs. What did the man reply? The man said, I will merely suffer, but I will survive. And if I can survive that suffering, I would emerge healthier. But you would not survive that suffering. I am a man. I have something in me that can survive the sun because it is related to the sun. I will suffer a lot, but I will emerge brighter and stronger. The suffering will help me. But as far as you are concerned, you will not come out alive of that suffering. The same heat, the same sun that is life-giving to me is life-threatening to you. So I am prepared to go through the suffering. In order to avoid the suffering, I cannot give you an extended life. It is true that you will suffer and I too will suffer. But that suffering is a blessing to me. But that suffering, same suffering, is your end. This is tapas. In killing your germs, you too suffer. In killing your germs, you too suffer. But you willingly take that suffering because you know that that which kills the germs makes you stronger. So the suffering has utility. It is very difficult to defeat someone who is prepared to give up everything for victory. This is tapas. You defeat someone not because he is weak. You defeat someone when he wants to protect his weaknesses. Understand the difference. It is not your weaknesses that defeat you. It is your fondness towards your weaknesses. It is your protective attitude towards your weaknesses that defeats you. If you are prepared to give up everything, if you are prepared to give up all your tender spots, your weaknesses, you would be very difficult to defeat. The final fulfillment, the final victory that we have been talking of would then be yours. It is therefore no crime to find yourself weak. Biology and society leave no stone unturned to keep you weak. Therefore, it is never surprising if you look at yourself and discover 100 weaknesses. It is normal. It is normal to be weak. But it is not all right, not acceptable to be protective towards your weaknesses. Finding them is all right. Protecting them is not.
You make it appear very easy.
If at the very first step you declare it difficult, then there is no second step. Remember what the germs said. It's going to be very difficult for you. Do not buy into germ speak. To concentrate is to allow something worldly to occupy you fully. To concentrate is to allow something worldly to occupy you fully. Does concentration have a role in the spiritual process? Yes and no. Concentration can have a very beneficial role and a very deleterious role as well. There is stuff in the world that can take you beyond the world. If you concentrate on that, then you move into dhyan. Concentration is to have something worldly as your goal. Meditation or dhyan is to have the beyond as your goal. Now, the beyond as the goal is beyond the capacity of the mind. Therefore, the mind has to necessarily start with concentration. But we said concentration is both a boon and a curse. Concentration is a boon if you have discretion. If you really know what to concentrate on. If you really fall in love with the right object to concentrate on, that is ishke majazi. Then concentration will lead you to meditation. Therefore, in Patanjali's path, concentration is one of the steps. But if you concentrate on something stupid, it will take you deep into itself and far away from meditation. Therefore, concentration is a double-edged sword. come to the right object and concentrate fully. Along with concentration, discretion is needed. Discretion is needed so that you concentrate on the right object. Concentration plus discretion, a good recipe for meditation. Concentration without discretion, devastation.
Dust. Does Vipassana have?
Totally depends. You have to hold the hand of something or somebody that is evidently taking you to the beyond. And you have to hold that hand tightly. This tightness of the hold is called concentration. But before you hold somebody's hand tightly, do determine who he is.